Alright guys, we should be live, getting ready for first point here at the EXL Virtue Open for 2020.
30 seconds.
DSO Black versus Syndicate.
20 seconds. 10 seconds.
Alright, and we're off. So it looks like we've got a pretty strong breakout here, going up towards the middle onto the center brick. Already getting a paint check. Getting up in those Dorito 3. Trying to pin down that side, get maybe the brick if he can.
Like Syndicate's going to get the first kill with the shooting the guy at the snake from the guy in the center of the field.
Yep.
And we got Syndicate in D1. Or sorry, Syndicate in the center of the field, Syndicate in the back little W, which who's going to die, just jinx him.
Yep.
We're going to move down the field on DSO side.
Yeah, it looks.
Nobody picked him up. He's going to be able to play the outside of that tall brick, shooting the inside, and he's going to get the kill off the guy in the center of the field.
And that
And
might be game.
yeah, it might look like that's everybody. DSO's going to get the first point.
Waiting for their paint checks now just to make sure everybody's clean. And it looks like they called the towel on that. Usually teams like to burn those last couple seconds off, see if anybody makes a mistake. Try and get a penalty for maybe a pod person going out or something like that. Maybe just burn off a little bit of time that somebody might be able to make a move on. So this is also going to be a split deck format game. So Team A and B play each other.
Catch it, man. But still, let's try to have you doing it.
And then Team C and D, and then it goes back to Team A and B. So now we've got Elevation and is it Warped Green?
Yeah.
Yep, Warped Green. Warped Army Green.
30 seconds. Twenty seconds.
I feel like we're going to see a lot of center play today. Usually that brick is really good for locking down the snake side or, just preventing somebody from moving up the Dorito side as well. Getting up into that center wing. Already got one S1. I'm surprised S1 isn't moving up since he doesn't have a corner. Now that corner's there. Might have got hit going in.
Probably got bounced on his way to the corner. Rest gonna check, but he got hit.
Oop.
So we're 4-on-4.
Yep, 4-on-4 shift, 4-on-3.
Another guy
Filling
getting
out to
checked in
that.
the center field.
Yep, filling out to that corner for Warped Army Green. Moving up to S1. So now it should be a 3-on-3 or a 2-on-3. Another one walking off for Warped Army Green from the Dorito side of the field. So we still have the little mini W alive and the S1 for Warped Army Green. Elevation moving down the snake.
Okay, here comes elevation. Gotta run all the way down.
Oh.
Nope. Decided to stop.
Oh, there he goes.
There we go.
Ah.
They're at exchange.
Yep, trade out. And it looks like now it's a 2-on-1 scenario. Warped Army Green's got one up in the Doritos there.
And the guy in the back center for elevation is going to get checked. He's clean. And he's going to be the last guy. No, there's... What are they shooting at?
That back Dorito one.
I can't even...
Dorito
can't
corner.
see it. Yep, and elevation's going to get a penalty. Guy continued to shoot after he was hit. That's
And
going
that-
to
yep.
actually pull the last guy for elevation.
Yep. So as soon as Warped Army can... Oh, okay. That ends the game there. So Warped Army Green gets that point.
Chris. Sorry.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
So, this guy got the penalty. You're pulling that other body, so Ben's on his way to pull him as he shoots the last guy. That other guy shouldn't be there. Makes sense? Because this guy should have died from the penalty. Makes sense, Ben? You pulled a penalty, right? Yeah. So you pull a penalty on that guy, you're going to get the other body. While you're going to get the other body, that other guy ends up shooting the last guy. So it ends up that last guy should be live. It's just going to give the point for work. So you need to go explain that to both teams.
A little bit of confusion there on who shot who first. Looks like Elevation got the penalty there, so they're going to go ahead and go stretch that out, or not stretch that out, go ahead and figure out all that with the two teams there. And hopping on the field should be DSO and DSO and Syndicate next. Now DSO really went for it that first point, so just trying to figure out.
Up next after this match, AC Kansas City Silver. You're in the pit to my left. Yes.
Just trying to figure out. Both refs are getting that straight for
Good.
Warped Army and
Understood.
Elevation. Trying to get that penalty
I've
point.
noticed they like to just keep playing
20 seconds.
that whole team.
So DSO's already up 1 point here, so I'm expecting them to just kind of either
10 seconds.
go for another point to even things out or just hold off and wait to see what happens here. Since it's only a 1 point game, I'd expect them just to play like they would. Syndicate going in for a check. Got one walking off for Syndicate there from the Dorito side. Snake 1 moving to Snake 2 there. And for DSO, moving to that back Dorito corner. Snake 2 looks like he's about ready to move up to that Snake 3. Maybe not. Nope, and they just got the Snake corner out, so we might see that move happen after all.
Yeah. What?
Moving up into that Snake 3, a little bit of a snake battle going on here. Oh, lost the Snake 1 for DSO, so Syndicate might have some opportunity to wrap and maybe get that home if possible. Or he might just go into their Snake and try and end this game here. Another Syndicate player moving up into that center wing. Hitting 3 minutes of game time here. Oh, gets that Snake player, or gets the Snake corner runner out. And so now all it should be is that back left Dorito corner. Yeah, it looks like he is out of there. So as soon as this point gets tagged up and everything's clean, should be a 1-to-1 game with about 2 minutes 15 seconds on the clock.
Can you give one to Chris, please?
Point is approved. 1 minute.
Hey Jake, I gotta ask you something after that. Good. You hear me?
Warped Army Green and Elevation taking the field.
30 seconds.
Now Warp won that last point with a little bit of a technicality. Somebody was playing on Elevation, so they ended up getting the point from that.
20 seconds. 10 seconds.
Did you mean to unplug one speaker? Yes. I wanted to make it difficult. Nothing. So Bart, what he said was, is the guy, he said was the guy in the scene that he shot and he came back in the bunker and his gun was still shooting. I guess triggers too tight or something. Okay.
Lead support or Warped Army Green moving up into that S2. Hopefully focused to get that S1 out, and then he's got a basically a clean lane out to their Snake.
Like right now, probably won't matter, but like, it gets to be hot.
Tower.
Oh, it looks like Elevation probably threw in the towel there, just save some time, so it'll be a 2-to-1 game there.
Chris is gonna get tired. First point,
1 minute.
that other team non-stop, just running everywhere. I was like, oh, wow. I'm telling Jake how you're gonna get tired because of how much you're having to run around. First pitch.
30 seconds.
Remember, teams, if we do have a tied game and the match ends, we will go to overtime. We will do overtime in prelims.
20 seconds.
Can you hear me at all? It's up all.
So we got DSO on the left here. Tied game.
Tied match at the end of the game.
Did you guys worry about that right now?
Their points have been running 3 minutes. There's 2 minutes left.
Okay, I know, but what I'm asking is there any team I need to go with
Oh.
to tell the team?
No, I'm
Syndicate already losing one from the Snake
I
side.
didn't say the captain.
And so is DSO from the Doritos side. Corner player for Elevation sliding into the D1 or Snake 1 there, so looking probably to contain on that side. Minute 20 here on this match. Tied game, and if we do have a tie, we will go into overtime.
I was trying to whisper.
So, Elevation player moving into that 50 brick. Probably going to get checked here. $30 left. Probably somebody's going to make a move here. Sweeping down the field. Gets that brick out, and the D1's a G.
Looks like DSO, as long as he's clean, is going to get the point. 20 seconds left on the clock. And checking him.
Yep, making sure.
Good.
Point
Yep,
approved.
point approved. So DSO Black 2. Elevation,
1 minute.
or not Elevation, Syndicate 1. How much time was left on that, Tim?
20.
20 seconds?
20 seconds. This match here has 4 minutes and 46 seconds left.
Yeah.
They played for 22 seconds, correct? I know, I'm just making sure. But it's under 15 or under 10. You know what? You don't have to help me with the situation.
Does anybody out there know how ugly Jake Dixon is?
30
That's what we really need
seconds.
to talk about. Who cares about paintball? That guy is hideous.
How's the live stream going?
Seems to be good.
Good, except for
Hey,
the
are you also
20 seconds.
are you also recording it?
Alright, breakouts
Slide.
going.
Warp's gonna live with 5 bodies off the break. They're gonna have a guy in the snake. Maybe, oh, we're gonna lose one guy at the center.
One guy out of the center.
Trying for a bigger push than Elevation is.
Elevation losing one off the Dorito side.
4-on-4 game. This guy here in the center of the field for Warp's just gonna try to lock it down and keep
Yeah.
anybody out of snake. He's shooting at that guy in the snake corner, trying to make nothing happen for him.
Warped Army Green also sending one to the Snake corner. Getting a paint check though. It looks like he's still in. That center brick was trying to look for another person on the other side. Oh, and he is picked off. Snake player for Elevation moving into S2. And another Elevation player moving up the Doritos. They're D2 on Warped Army Green. loses, so it might be a 1-on-3 here. 1-on-4, my mistake, and that should be it.
Here we go. Warp guys, or the elevation guy's gonna move down the snake.
Just mainly clearing the field out.
Yep, he's got everybody. They're just gonna casually walk back and hit the button, looking at each other. They already got a little bit of yellow on them. Only in the first match and 2 points.
That's the problem with wearing white.
Looks like they're gonna have 4 bodies live.
And point approved.
Hit the base. We're gonna wait for a approved. That will make it a 2-1 game in favor of Warp.
Flag approved. No.
Back to the Syndicate DSO Black game. 20 seconds on the clock. I'm expecting
I would
Syndicate.
expect somebody to run down the field.
Yeah, I'm expecting pretty much 5 straight down the center on this one. All DSO really needs to do is just sit back and soak up bodies, but we'll see what happens.
Can't happen.
30 seconds.
Yeah. I don't know about you, Tim, but I would expect to see either like some sort of flying V or
Flying
something
V.
happen.
Flying V.
20
This
seconds.
is a hockey.
10 seconds.
Let's see. I expect Milo Field there in the blue USA team pants. He should just keep going, but we'll see if he stops at that brick again. He's played there every single point.
Wow,
Here
they're
he comes
actually.
into the brick. Andrew Bird is going to run
Oh,
down. He's
got
gonna
clipped
all
in the
up
hopper.
there. He got shot. Got center. They lost 3 already
Yep.
for Syndicate.
DSO losing
About 5
2.
seconds left. Doesn't look like they're going to
Yep.
be able to pull this one
Looks
off.
like DSO is going to be able to lock it down. And that's it. DSO Black taking the win there.
Good attempt.
Yep, good attempt.
Bird would have slowed down a little bit down that D side and actually played some bunkers instead of just continuing to run. We might have had a point for them. So that's going to be a no point. All right, DSO Black and Syndicate, if you would, move out of the pits.
Yeah, unfortunately we didn't see the flying V there, but a good attempt by Syndicate nonetheless. Up next we have ACKC Silver versus Outlaws, Altitude Sickness Red versus Jokers 2. Still got to finish up this match between Colorado Elevation versus Warped Army Green. And since the split deck has now been ended by the DSO Black Syndicate game, It should be, what is it, 2-3 minutes for a break?
Yeah, it'll only be a few minutes, and then we'll get into the next one.
Yeah, only a few minutes until the next one.
Looks like Elevation took a timeout.
2 minutes.
Yeah, so it looks like Elevation might have taken the time out there, try and slow maybe some sort of momentum down, and maybe figure out what they need to do on this point to bring it back to 2-2. All right. Warped Army Green making it out. Oh, got clipped going out to that snake, which is going to leave their home bunker, that back can, fend off for himself, getting one out from the snake. God insert, snake insert. Oh, but then he gets clipped out from somewhere. Elevation moving up into that S1. Doritos side stacked right now. If I were that mini W, I'd probably try and fill over if I could, but might be a little too late for that now. Oh, and the Elevation Snake 2 getting knocked out there. So, might be a 2-on-3 scenario. Oh, another one getting knocked out for Warped Army Black. Or Warped Army Green. Oh. So,
60
now
seconds.
looks like a
Don't want to go back and forth.
3-on-2 for Elevation. They really blend in with those Dorito bunkers with that white.
Oh, you're gonna catch the guy running down D side trying to make
Yeah.
something happen.
And they
So
picked up
place his
the 50
spot.
Dorito.
This looks like
Elevation might have actually taken the point. As long as the point is approved, then we have a 2-2 game. 30 seconds left. Somebody's got to make a move or go into overtime.
Point approved. 2 minutes.
seconds. 20 seconds. 10 seconds.
Elevation moving up the center already, trying to get up there to get this game knocked out. Warped Green making the same move up to that center brick. Nope, and Elevation already loses one. Snake 1 for Warped Green, out as well. So it should be a 4-on-3 scenario. Oh, and it looks like somebody got a major Elevation. So that might... Oh, he's not going to get the buzzer in time.
Chris, was that a minor or a major? Because if it's a major, it's under a minute and it goes to the other team.
Try and discuss if that was a major or a minor on the field right now.
Okay, so that'll be an automatic point for warped. So you need to go tell Elevation and warped what just happened, so they know, and it'll be game.
And I'm not sure if you could hear Tim there, but it sounds like it was a major point. So that makes it a swing point, which will go to Warped Green. So that'll be a 3-on-2 match.
All right, in the pit to my left, I should have 8 Kansas City Silver. Pit to my right, Outlaws. You will be the first point. 3 minutes on the clock. Also playing at the same time, Oxford Sickness Red. You're in the pit to my left. Joker 2 to the right. You'll be the second.
It's going to be a little bit of a break here while we get both teams set up for the next stack deck. Well, all 4 teams for the next stack deck. So we'll be back here in a second.